What's up, everybody? This is Andrew Wright with another Review the Right Thing. 2 videos, 1 day. And this was actually just done because one of the guys that commented on my Mondo X Steelbook collection video asked to do a room tour. Unfortunately, it's several rooms. My collection's kind of spread out between the main floor in our living room and the basement, where I have 2 areas. One central area where most of my stuff is at, but then it kind of spills over into another part of the basement. So let's go through and check this out. Don't mind the lack of organization. Like I've said before, I typically spend my money on my collection and not building shelves, which I should be doing. But everything's pretty organized, as best as I could for the way it's organized, because it's not all in just one definitive location. So let's take a peek. Thanks for watching. Fiance's Harry Potter stuff. All my Criterion Blu-rays. Head downstairs. And this is the start of it. Where we take our photos. Got some posters on my wall. Star Wars figures. Some really funny what if comic covers that I just thought were hilarious. More Burger King Star Wars posters. Some My Legends. Books and such. Friday the 13th plaque. My Transformers. Seen that on my intro video, I'm sure. Some of my pops. Down into my comic books, you see my TMNT figures. Those are also in my intro, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what's in my intro anymore. So, graphic novels and pops. Organization, unfortunately, is a tough thing in this house. Eventually I'll build some shelves, like I've said in other things before. There is a bunch of my horror figures. Really cool poster for Star Wars. See if I can get away from the glare. Love that thing. Also my Star Wars dartboard, which doesn't get played with because I don't want to kill any of my figures below hand. Giant light, which I use for my lighting in here. Bunch of my fiance's stuff over there because she takes pictures for her makeup tutorial videos. More pops. Kind of some overflow of some DVDs in the back row there. Arrow here in the front. Some more overflow for some DVDs. It's more of my like Asian cinema stuff. Oh no, it's not, just kidding. There's a little bit of everything. That's just my FGH. More pops. More more Arrow video. Also in my intro. Batman pops. 2 rows of DVDs, as you can see. That's why I was saying organization's tough, because I don't have a ton of room, don't have a lot of shelf space. So, bottom shelf then, in the back is actually some more graphic novels. You can see Fables, random Marvel Legends box. Some other stuff, Mass Effect 3 toys. I can't remember who put those out, but they're pretty expensive now, so I've never opened them. Zelda sash or scarf. Some more toys, pops. Those are actually my fiance's Betty Boop and Harry Potter minis, but just have them down here because somewhere to put them. More pops, single issue comics. I have several long boxes underneath, actually behind that beige curtain you guys see is like my stairs, and below my stairs is a bunch of boxes and comic books, stuff that doesn't fit. So now here we are in the room. That's where we came in, door. We got CDs all over the place. Action figures. Some of my Star Wars 3 3/4. I do have a bunch of vintage ones. They are actually in the Darth Vader carrying case that came out in like the, I think, 80s, I believe. I didn't get it then, but so yeah, CDs, all kinds of CDs. I have only a small portion of my collection in here. The rest of it's boxed up underneath the stairs. So, all that stuff up there. Halloween soundtrack on orange vinyl. It is a 2 LP Mondo thing, so pretty hard to find. Up into some more CDs in the corner. What I have out is alphabetical through R. Everything else, like S through Z, is in boxes underneath my stairs. Got some stuff in the corner here. It's where my Hellboy is hiding. And Liz and Abe. And posters that I'll hang up eventually back there. Another part that's in my intro. So this is where a lot of my stuff is kind of sectioned off for my movies. We have all my Mondo Macabro films there, Code Red, into more Code Red, into No Shame, which did a lot of like Italian crime and giallo, and just specialized in Italian cinema. But I collect that label. A lot of that stuff's been released on Blu-ray now, but it's just a defunct label that I just like to collect the stuff from. So Anchor Bay, my Vestron video Blu-rays, the few that I have. Only 2 VHS tapes that I own. I don't even have a VCR, but eventually I'll watch that. Unrated House of a Thousand Corpses. Seems cool. Blue Underground. Some pops, some statues. Ed 209. One of the first action figures I ever bought. Big guy from NECA. Into my Scream Factory, well, Blue Underground, then Scream Factory. So those finish off. Some more stuff obviously you saw in my intro. Coffin Joe set. I don't own that movie Score anymore. It's like a sexploitation movie that was kind of entertaining, but a buddy of mine traded this into the store I work at, and so it's signed by the director to him, for Joe. So I just always thought that was cool, so I kept it. I don't really care about signed memorabilia that much, but some stuff's cool. So this is just horror Blu-rays, or horror DVDs, not Blu-rays. Anything that's not part of the stuff, the different labels that are over to the left. So this is just all random horror Blu-rays, or horror DVDs. I don't know why I keep saying that. Some of my more pops. Section of the Mondo video stuff. Andrzej Zolowski. Some Game of Thrones steelbooks. Preacher steelbook. More CDs. That's a continuation from where they leave off in the top corner over there. Some Blu-ray box sets. Other Blu-ray box sets. into my Steelbook Blu-ray horror, and then it's kind of alphabetical from there. So, as you can see. Basically the rest of those Blu-rays I'm going to come into over here. Got my Candyman framed poster. The other posters in the room aren't framed. Eventually I'll frame those though too. So, Tortured Souls and Hellraiser, just Clive Barker stuff. Horror Blu-rays. So this is stuff that's not part of labels. There is individual label stuff in here, but most of it's like only a handful of titles, so I haven't made separate sections for them yet. I figure when I get more of each label, then maybe I will. Predator figures. The Max. Some Mad Max. Charlize Theron from Mad Max. Mezco Blade. Diamond Select. Van Helsing's daughter. And showed you those in my, the Mondo X Steelbook collectors. So there's my Twilight Time. And then it kind of goes into my regular non-horror movies alphabetically. Feast box set from Herschel Gordon Lewis Arrow. It's the only thing that's not over with my Arrow stuff. Subwoofer with some Thor figures on it. Some of the Ninja Turtle sets I haven't opened from NECA. One empty box on top of the Shredder and Leo, but Leo and Shredder aren't opened, and then Donnie and Krang aren't open behind it. Also have the Turtles box set in the van. Some vinyl I gotta file away. Empty boxes. Also the Casablanca and the Mel Brooks set that don't have any space anywhere else. Turntable, CD player. Bunch more Legends. Master Sword. Some more Star Wars mint on card figures. More Marvel Legends. One of the posters I don't have framed from Scream Factory. Another one over there for The Thing. My workstation. Newer computer I just bought to do these videos. Bunch of figures I've got hung up. I used some fishing line and then just did like slip knots on each of them and slipped it around like their hands or whatever limb, hung them up. Another Scream Factory poster that I have to get framed. All my Marvel Legends and my Black Series stuff. Well, not all of it. The rest of it's down below here in the random cubbies. This thing's not turning, damn thing. Whoa, too much. So, you can see some vinyl, some more Star Wars Black Series, down into some more vinyl. Couple more Legends down there. Vinyl's all alphabetical. It started over in the other room that we started in with my Transformers and stuff. And then from where my DVDs start after the horror with A, I kind of just continue over here. So also in that room with my Transformers and Arrow videos, like the end of the alphabet from here. So more Pops, DC Multiverse stuff. McFarlane and DC Direct animated series. I love those Batman toys. And so into more of my Blu-rays. I have about 1,300 Blu-rays total. It's the only thing that sucks about the way I have it organized is you wouldn't think so, but there's quite a bit of stuff between these two rooms. So lightsaber back there. Basically not all my non-horror DVDs, so those are all end of the alphabet. You saw the F, G, and H on the other side, so like A was the first row behind some of those Blu-rays. Couple more posters. Obviously I have my water and my, well yeah, just my water line running through this room, so. More CDs, Amiibos, anime Blu-ray in here. some boxes of some Build-A-Figures, random pieces for Marvel Legends, waiting on a leg for him in the mail, Herzog set, and my Ingmar Bergman collection. And finally, back over here behind these records, I forgot to say, is all my regular DVD anime. It is 2 rows back there too. So, the importance that shelves will do one day. Be very nice. Where I film my reviews, little tripod, place where I sit, and that's it. So what'd you guys think? Like I said, sorry for the lack of organization. It's not exactly the cleanest place, but we're not dirty. We do have animals, 4 dogs, so it's a lot to keep up on. They are not allowed downstairs, so they typically stay away from the basement where all the high precious memorabilia and collectibles are at. And so it was awesome to have you guys in, checking the place out. Let me know what you think. And if you like what you're watching, hit the bell, subscribe, and you'll be staying tuned for more Review the Right Thing. And stay safe. Have a fantastic day. Thanks again, and I love you all.